So this year for Christmas, I'm going to review the Miracle on 34th Street. Not all the versions. I just want to talk about the theatrically released versions. I know there's multiple TV versions, but they're kind of hard to get your hands on. So I'm just talking about the original version here from 1947. That's what I thought. I was just double checking. And then the 90s one. So we're going to talk about both those. I've owned these for a while. I've been meaning to actually do videos on them. Just have not have the opportunity. Now I actually have enough slots in the schedule to put a couple Christmas movies in there. So this is one of them. This is a movie that I've never really seen the whole way through. But I gotta say, I really love this movie. First of all, this is a movie that is such a very interesting crisis of faith story. Um, where like the whole idea of taking the belief in Santa Claus into court and using that kind of faith and idea to explore certain ideas like that. Such a unique part of the movie. There's also a lot of commentary in this movie that I did not realize about the commercialization of things in the 1940s and of Christmas, which is kind of weird because this movie was made in the 40s, and obviously that has greatly expanded, become a whole different thing. But I think it shows how timeless some of the ideas in this movie really are. Um, it's also a movie that I didn't expect to be as much of a comedy as it is. There's a lot of humor in this movie. Like I don't want to say it's laugh out loud funny, but it's definitely got a lot of great jokes in it and like sensibilities to it. And it's a really sweet Christmas movie that does leave so much to interpretation. I mean, there are still people who argue that he is Santa Claus, and other people that argue he isn't, and it's kind of left open ended. I know some people think it isn't. There's a great video that I would recommend you check out, kind of explaining why it isn't as clear cut as some might believe. But I also think just watching the movie, you can tell that too. It's just a really profound, very unique, interesting movie that I do think this movie is really powerful. I don't know if this is one I want to watch every year at Christmas time because, I really like, um, It's a Wonderful Life, but I don't always watch that every year. I know that's blasphemous to some, and this is kind of feels like that. Though I do think this movie holds up a lot better than It's a Wonderful Life does. That is a very good movie, and, so I do really like this movie. I'm glad I finally watched it. Let me know your thoughts. Also, there is a color version of this movie. I find it really funny that this Blu-ray says black and white version only, but if you look at all the images here, these are of the movie in color. The image is of the movie in color. So you think if you're like, oh well, it's on black and white version only, really? Because even the disc, very funny how it says all that. But let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.